let's talk about something called unfailing love. What does that even mean? And maybe more importantly, how are you supposed to give it when you feel like you have absolutely nothing left?
Have you ever felt this? Just too tired to love? I mean, that moment when you are completely tapped out. You've given everything you've got, and the tank is just empty. That feeling right there, that's where we're going to start.
So where does this pressure, this standard, even come from? Well, let's dive into part 1, the unfailing command. And you'll see it sets the bar incredibly high for what love is supposed to look like. Okay, so check this out. This is from 1 Corinthians. It says, "Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance." Wow. I mean, notice that word every. This isn't talking about a warm, fuzzy feeling, right? It's talking about a relentless action, a commitment that just doesn't quit even when you don't feel like it. It's an absolute. So if you boil it all down, what's the one big command here? It's persistence. It's a love that is wired to endure, not to quit. And that's the real challenge, isn't it? How on earth are we supposed to do that with our very human limits? Because let's be real for a second. Our natural human reaction, when we're just completely drained by a person or a situation, it's to say, "I'm done. I can't do this anymore." We just shut down. We literally feel like we can't face one more need, one more problem, one more piece of bad news. And it's that gap, that tension between the command to love forever and our actual ability to do it, that we have to figure out. And that tension leads us right into our second part, the divine refueling. I mean, if the command is to love without failing, there has to be a way to keep from completely crashing and burning, right? So let's shift gears from the what to the how. You know, there's actually a name for this feeling, love burnout. It's that state of feeling like you have absolutely no more love to give. You just can't face another need, another problem, another heartache. And just giving it a name helps us see it's a very real thing. So what's the fix?
Okay, let's try a little thought experiment. Picture this. If this kind of persistent, never-ending love is like a long-distance flight, how do you keep from running out of fuel and just crashing into the ocean? I mean, you can't exactly pull over and land in the middle of nowhere to refuel, can you? So think about it like this. 1, that persistent love we're talking about, that's the long-distance flight. 2, every time you give love, you're burning through your fuel. 3, you've got to connect to some other source to refuel in midair. And 4, if you don't refuel, a crash isn't just a possibility. It's pretty much guaranteed. So where does the fuel come from? It's a huge question, and the Bible gives a surprisingly simple answer. It says we love because He first loved us. Did you catch that? The source of our love isn't actually our own willpower or our own strength. It's a response. It's something we do because we've already been given love. And that right there is the heart of it all. The fuel isn't about how strong you are. It's about how well you receive. We refuel by letting God love us. That's the secret. That's what keeps you going. And when you get that, it changes everything. Suddenly, love isn't about gritting your teeth and trying harder. It's about being a channel for something you're already receiving. Okay, so let's land this plane. In our final section, we're going to tie this all together. We're talking about how to move from total exhaustion to real, lasting endurance, all wrapped up in one powerful motto. Just look at the contrast here. On one side, you have our default, natural response. We get tired, we give up, we shut people out, we say, "I'm done." But then look at the other side, the divine standard. Endure through everything, stay hopeful, never give up. And the only thing separating those two columns isn't how hard you try. It's where you get your power from. And that brings us to the one single idea that I hope you walk away with today, our ethical motto. If you forget everything else, remember this. To give unfailing love, you must first receive it. That's it. That's the whole secret to endurance. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. You know, this isn't just some nice theory. It's a practice. It's one thing to know you need fuel, right? But it's another thing entirely to actually take the time to get it. So the real question is, how are you going to refuel your love this week? What will that actually look like for you?